Hi, welcome to the Science of Feeling Good. I am your host, Tracy Thomas. And today we're talking about building our immune system so that way we don't get taken down by the coronavirus. Most of us are engaging with millions and millions of bacteria and viruses every single day, but our immune systems are so strong that they fight it off without us even really knowing. We may have a little bit of a cough or a little bit of a sniffle, but our immune system really takes over and fights it before we are fully taken down. So we're going to be talking about the 10 most important things you can do to build your immune system so that way you are strong. And number one is reduce your sugar and refined carbohydrates. So what that means and why this is important is because inside of our bodies, our first line of defense when we encounter a pathogenic virus is to have our microbiome, our good bugs, fight everything off. But inside of our bodies, there is a battle going on right now of the good and the bad. And if the bad guys are strong and the bad army is fully robust, our good guys are going to be occupied fighting the bad guys. And they're not going to be available as resources to fight off an incoming coronavirus. So why are sugar and refined carbohydrates a problem? Well, the bad guys feed off of that. The pathogenic bacteria, known as gram-negative bacteria, they are sugar hungry. So the more we eat sugar and refined starches, the more those guys get stronger, occupying our good guys so they're not available to fight off a potential coronavirus. What you want to be doing instead is, number two, is feeding our good bacteria what they need, and those are vegetables. Number two is eat more vegetables with fiber. The good guys feed off of different fiber structures. So it's really important in order to feed all of the different types of good bacteria that are our front line in our body to eat a lot of different types of vegetables because each strain feeds off of a different one. So we're talking the difference between rainbow chard and green chard, the difference between a beet and a carrot. These are all different fiber structures. And each one of these vegetables is going to be giving the power burst to the good guys so that way they're as robust as they can to fight off a potential incoming coronavirus. Now, one special food that's particularly helpful in fighting off pathogenic bugs is garlic. Garlic is a natural antiviral. And so when you are choosing to make your food, and hopefully you've stocked up on some food by now, we'll be talking about ways to make your food last and the kinds of food that you want to be stocking up on in a different video. But for now, make sure that you get yourself some garlic. Garlic is really important to kill off any potential bad viruses. So we want to be reducing our sugar intake, but replacing that with our vegetable intake with lots of fiber. The third thing that you want to do to increase your immune system's strength is to take probiotics. And you can take those in the form of pills that you can get at your health food store and or you can order online. But you can also get a great dose of probiotics from very inexpensive foods like fermented foods like sauerkraut and kimchi and some fermented drinks like kombucha. And so what that does is those are actual active bugs that you're putting into your system to go through your system. And the more active bugs you have, you're increasing the number of troops on your front line to fight off a coronavirus. And this is incredibly important because, again, whenever our body encounters a potential pathogen, everything on the front line of our bodies is going to be fighting that and hopefully inoculating it before it even activates a full immune response. But if our body does need to activate a full immune response, that brings us to number 4, is that we need to be increasing our antioxidants. These are flavonoids and polyphenols. And antioxidants, what they do is they help our cells do what they're supposed to do. Imagine a nicely inflated red rubber ball. That is the full energy of a cell that we're supposed to have. But when our cells become oxidized with the kind of foods we eat and the rancid fats that we eat, then imagine it like a halfway deflated red rubber ball. And so we don't want that to happen. Our cells age quicker and they essentially get like rust on them. And so what we want to do is clean all that off and reinflate the ball with flavonoids and polyphenols, which are all part of the antioxidant family. And so you'll find really high quality flavonoids and polyphenols in green tea, in high quality olive oil, in dark chocolate, even some red wine. And so these are things that you should be introducing and keeping as part of your diet on a regular basis. I recommend really high percentage dark chocolate because that's where the polyphenols are, is in the raw cacao. And number 5 are mushrooms and mushroom extracts. Mushrooms, we have just been learning recently, science is showing that mushrooms have properties that really help activate our immune pathways. So the more mushrooms and mushroom extracts and tinctures that we can get into our bodies, it's really giving our immune system and all of the different complex pathways that are going on in an immune response, it gives them the power that they need in order to do it efficiently. Number 6 is cod liver oil. And your great-grandmother probably gave it to your grandmother every single day of life. That's how life was. Cod liver oil was considered a very helpful and nutritious part of keeping healthy and strong and keeping our immune systems healthy. And so we've kind of lost favor with cod liver oil because there's been so many other convenience things that we can take in order to remedy our bodies. But from the inside out, cod liver oil has been shown to reduce upper respiratory infections. And that's really what the coronavirus is causing. It's a great source of vitamins A and D. And it's particularly strong in fighting off viruses. So you can find some great flavors out there of cod liver oil. You don't want to necessarily have the plain one, but they have strawberry and lemon and orange flavors, and those are an incredible way for the whole family to boost their immune system because you put it on a teaspoon and the whole family can take it. And number 7 is we want to be taking vitamin C. And acerola powder from the acerola cherry is one of the most bioavailable versions of vitamin C, meaning that the vitamin C most efficiently gets into our cells. And we know that vitamin C helps reduce the duration of the common cold as well as help prevent the common cold. So through our immune pathways, vitamin C helps to build everything so that way we can fight more easily. Number 8 is the mineral zinc. And zinc is particularly strong to help fight viruses. And they have great zinc lozenges with great flavors you can put under your tongue, and they have liquid zincs. So you can order it online, go to your health food store, but zinc is an incredibly important mineral that helps your immune system. Number 9 is to prioritize sleep. Almost all of our immune fighting takes place while we're sleeping. And so if we're not getting an adequate amount of sleep, our body's going to be stuck in a fight or flight response and not doing the repair that's needed during sleep. So now that we're all stuck at home anyways, try prioritizing sleep, going to bed a little bit earlier, maybe turning off blue light like screens and televisions a little earlier than you normally would have. Pick up an analog book and just try reading yourself to sleep before bed. And that would be another way to help increase your melatonin production right before bed so you can get into that deep slumber. And lastly, number 10 is to reduce stress. When our bodies are in a fight or flight response, our immune system, as well as our digestive system and reproductive system, those all take the back seat to the immediate needs of running from a potential lion. But when there is no lion and we're just stressed because of work and kids and family and the coronavirus, we find ourselves in a constant state of fight or flight, which means that our immune system is constantly compromised. So think of all the different ways that you can slow down. And I'm going to be doing another video about all the different ways you can reduce stress and feel good in home quarantine. But for the meantime, the most important things you can do are to calm your mind. And these are things like meditation, maybe reading a book, learning something new. These are ways that your mind can stay active and calm and avoid going into those mental places where we spin in circles of fear and worry. And another thing is to be active. I know we're stuck inside of our homes, but there's a lot of great yoga classes online or karate or some high intensity interval workouts. And there's so many different things you can do, even just sit-ups and push-ups, or maybe practice some partner yoga, whatever you whatever feels good to you is what you should be doing. But it's very important that you move your body and calm your mind. And these are some great ways that you're going to help yourself feel better to reduce stress. This is the Science of Feeling Good. And for more tips and practices to feel better, subscribe to my channel and you'll be learning all the different modalities that you can incorporate into your life, both in home quarantine and out there in the real world as we get to move out and move beyond this pandemic. But in the meantime, I'll be doing a lot of videos about what you can do in your home to feel better than you did yesterday. Thank you so much.